Hi everyone. So today I have come up with a new concept or topic in GCP, which is called organization policies. So, what is an organization policy? So, if we go by the GCP definition of organization policies, so what it says is cloud organization policies let you constrain access to resources at and below this organization folder or project. You can edit restrictions on the policy detail page. So what it means is it a single organization policy, if you create and apply, it would be inherited by the subsequent folder or the project hierarchies. So as we know that how the hierarchy works in GCP. We have at the top level we have an organization, then we have a folder or a set of folders, and underneath those folders we have projects. So if you see this, I don't have folders here, but here I have an organization and I have a host project and a service project, right? So now going back to the definition of organization policy, I can allow or I can define some constraint which would allow or deny few resources to be created or edited, right? So we can see a simple demo of how to enable an organization policy and how that would be applied to the project which we have. So I can take a simple example on it, or rather I can say that it's a very useful use case which could be very handy when you are creating organization hierarchy. So there is something called restrict, right? So I'll take this example or this organization policy which says Google Cloud Platform resource location restriction. So what this policy actually means is I can restrict resources to be created only in certain regions, right? For example, right now I'm in USA. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I want the resources to be created only in US regions, all the US regions, nothing else, not Europe, Asia, or Africa, whatever, right? So how we can achieve this, let's see. So here I have clicked on that policy as you have seen, and I have come to this page where there is a button called manage policies, right? Manage policy, sorry. So here applies to the entire organization, but I can override the parent policy out here in the third option, and I can select a rule. So what it says is you can define a rule. Rules define, you can read this entire paragraph, what it says. So rule, I'm gonna add a rule here, and I'm gonna say that I'll make it a custom rule, and I'm gonna select allow, and here add a rule. Here I'm gonna specify something called in colon US locations, right? In colon US locations, that you can find it, I think. There is something called value groups. So there is something called value groups. If you search with value groups GCP organization policy constraints, yeah, for all the types and resources you can read this documentation, and it's going to specify, for example, in, is, these are the tags which is going to specify and it's going to identify what to apply. So you can read this thing. So I know that I have to specify this value group in from the documentation, and it's up to you whatever you want to select. So after doing this, I don't want any other condition for as of now, so I'll just save this policy or the set this policy, right? So now you can see it's allowed only, it's allowing only the US regions. All right, so now let's go and see how it applies to my or how it applied to the project level, right? Let's select a host project or service project. Let's select the service project, and let's, in the service project, I'm going to try to create a VM instance, right? So ideally it should not allow me, or it should not give me an option to select any region other than US regions. So let's see whether this works or not. So I have this page, VM creation page in front of me. So yeah, there you go. You can see only it's giving me an option to select US regions and none other region, right? So let's go and remove or set it to what it was earlier again, and to check whether it reflects policies, restrict platform. I'm gonna change it. I'm going to make it what it was earlier, so inherit parents policy. I'm not going to apply right now to anything. So I've saved it. Let's go to service project. Let's try to create a VM instance. VM instance. Let's refresh the page. There you go. So right now I have set it to default. I refresh the page, and you can see that it has reverted or to what it was earlier, which is the default settings. I should be able to create in all the regions. So this policy, organization level policy, comes very handy when you are setting up an enterprise where you know that your whether it's due to governance or regional regulations that you are not allowed, or you just want to restrict resources to be created only to a specific region, because you know that your business is confined to only in that region and not in other regions, right? So so guys, this was my short demo or explanation of organization policies. For more information, you can just read the official documentation of Google Organization Policies, GCP Organization Policies. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.